Good morning, everyone. It's Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. It's Saturday morning, so it's time for another catalog Copycat cards. First things first, last week I made this really pretty card at our Copycat Cards class, and it has all this beautiful gold embossing, and we use the butterfly duet punch to make the butterflies, a little bit of our two-sided ribbon, and some designer paper. So, as promised, I have all of your names here. Everyone who commented and gave me a thumbs up or a like or a love. And I really appreciate all of your support this way. So, let's pick the lucky winner. Okay, our winner today is Joanne. There we go. Very nice. So, Joanne, I will put that in the mail to you on Monday, and I hope you enjoy that card. Okay, so today we're going to copy a card from our mini catalog, our holiday catalog, and it's this Noel card right here. I thought that was so beautiful. I really like the crumb cake base, which is this neutral kind of a brown color paired up with the traditional Christmas colors. So the stamps that we're going to use is the Wrapped in Christmas, which looks like this. And it has all of these beautiful sentiments. So there's scripty, there's some a little more black. We're going to use this Noel one and color it today. Yeah, something for everyone. So very nice variety there. And then we're going to pair it with the Heartwarming Hugs Designer Series paper, which looks like this. It's a package of 12 by 12 paper with all these beautiful plaids and stripes and patterns, and again all in very traditional just red and green Christmas colors. Here are a few swap cards that I recently received that use this paper. Isn't that pretty? So again, here's that sentiment we just cut out with a stitched circle. Look how pretty that is, that embellishment. So it is October here, and it is looking like fall more and more each day in Michigan. So it's time for us to kind of start thinking ahead to Christmas and what kind of cards we're going to make to send out. Here's another one. This is actually copied right from the catalog. Isn't that pretty? Just simple, elegant layering of paper. I love this one. Let the joy of the season fill your heart. And who would have thought to add a little flower to a Christmas card? And then the last one is this one. So just some strips of paper and some cutouts, beautiful piece of ribbon. So these are just a few things that can be done with this really pretty paper. And by the way, Stampin' Up! Has a Designer Series paper sale, which is starting right now actually. So for the whole month of October, a number of our Designer Series papers are 15% off, and this package happens to be one of those that are on sale. So I'm going to do a separate video and of course have a Beth's bonus special for ordering. So watch for that video and email information to come real soon. All right, let's get started on our card. So again, we're going to do this Noel card, which is right here. I'm going to follow along. Our pieces are crumb cake, which is half of a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. So it's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. That will be our base. We have a piece of the designer paper, which is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. And again, we could always choose the other side if we wanted to. That's the beauty of our designer paper being two-sided. And then another scrap of paper, which is 1/2 by 4 1/4. That's actually just the opposite side of this paper. And then we have a piece of our garden green, 2.5 by 4 3/4. And that is going to make the banner part of the card. And then another scrap, which is 1 inch by 3.5 inches, and that's for our sentiment. Okay, so I think let's start by putting our base together. So we're going to add some adhesive. Okay, we're going to add adhesive here to our designer paper. Oops. It's having a hard time getting started this morning, just like me. I had a garage sale yesterday, and again, it's going to be going today, and I'm a little bit tired. It's an awful lot of work, but it was very successful. So I'm a little bit tired myself today. Okay, so we off-centered that piece. So that's just a different way to put that first layer on. All right, now our banner, I'm going to measure. You'll need a pencil and a piece of and a ruler actually. So here our piece is 2.5 wide, so we're going to look for the 1 1/4 mark, and I'm just going up maybe about 3/4 of an inch or so, and then I'm going to put a mark. So that gives us our middle point. This is the way to make a notch. So we do have a really nice punch, which is a banner punch, and it does do this for us, but only up to 2 inches. So when our cardstock is a wider than that, this is the manual way to achieve the same result. Okay, so I have the pencil marks there, and then I'm just going to take my snips and go up to that little dot, and then I'm going to cut like so, and then I'm going to cut this side. Okay, so that makes a nice even notch at the bottom of our cardstock, and if there's any extra you can just erase. Alright, I think the next thing we'll do is our stamping. So I have the Noel image stamp ready, Memento ink, because we're going to do a little bit of blends markering here. And I'm going to take, first of all, this one, which has our sentiment, and stamp just about there. Okay, and then I'm going to start at the bottom of our banner because I want that full Noel to show. Okay, and then this one's going to be placed approximately there, so I can kind of eyeball. My next one will be here. And again, we're never rocking our stamp, we're just doing straight up and down. Okay, that looks pretty good. Whoops, I'm a little off. Okay, well here's what we do. We turn it over and we start over. There's always a way to fix it, right? 2 sides of the paper. Okay, I think that will be a little bit better. Close enough. Okay, stamping is never perfect, so especially on camera. So we're just gonna go with what we have here. Okay, so now this can be added to our card. Actually, let's put this one on first. So this is just a small scrap, and I'm going to add some adhesive so we have the green side showing. Alright, and then that is going to end up just about under there like that, so I have to kind of estimate where that's going to go. Alright, that looks good right there. Okay, and then our Noel, that is going to have lots of dimensionals. Dimensionals are these 2-sided stickies. They're like a little foam pop-up, so we can pop up elements on our project. Okay, now that needs to go here. And again, I'm just following right along with what I see in the catalog, so mine is going to be very similar. Next, we want to color our Noel, and this is one of our blends markers. They're double-sided alcohol markers. This is a dark cherry cobbler, so it's really easy to color with the blends markers. And I'm just kind of doing like a little bit of a flicking kind of a motion here. They are very juicy, so we don't want to linger in one spot for too long. Whoops. So again, blends are alcohol markers, and they are wonderful for blending. Each of the colors comes in a light version and a dark version so that we can actually blend them together and do some highlighting. So I already went ahead and I finished this in the interest of time. So I added adhesive, so this is going to go right here on my card, about there. Okay, and our next step is going to be to add a ribbon. This is our new Real Red braided linen trim. So my trick for ribbon and tying bows is I don't actually cut the piece off of the bolt. I always want to kind of play with it first before I make my cut, because That way there's really no waste at all. All right, so this is going to be a bigger, kind of a floppier looking bow. All right, that looks good. And then I'll make my snip here. And then these are jingle bells. These are an embellishment that was they were offered last year, and they carried these over. So there's red, green, and gold. I will use a gold one, just like the catalog. And then a piece of our linen thread. I'm going to weave that through here. And then that gets tied right onto, right around this piece of our braided red twine, like that. Okay, all right, and then we'll leave those ends a little longer as well. So that's our embellishment we're going to place on the side here. And I'm going to use a dimensional. These are our black dimensionals, which are great in a pinch if I can't find my glue dots at the moment. They're missing. So these basically, they're just like the white dimensionals, only they're black. And so if we want to use them on a darker cardstock, that white contrast isn't real visible. So I'm going to use it actually as my glue, and we're going to put that ribbon and bell right on the end here. So yeah, they're super sticky. So that's going to hold that right in place. Isn't that cute? And then finally, we are attaching some gold glitter enamel dots. And these they can certainly be pulled right off of the plastic, but a tool we have is the Take Your Pick tool, and it has this nice spatula end here. So what we can do is lift these off, because these are pretty sticky on the plastic. And let's see, where did they put one? They put one here, and these are cute. They come in darker, or smaller and larger. Looks like there's one right here over the Noel. Yeah, so there's a few sizes actually. It looks like there's 3 sizes that come in this. So I'm just following my card here. We'll put one there. And then here's some smaller ones. Let's pick one of those little guys here. And it looks like there's one more. So a total of 5. And one here. There we go. Okay, I think that we have it done. So here's our card in the catalog, and then here's my version. Pretty simple, huh? I just love how this looks. I love the embellishments. Of course, that you would want to probably add like a little piece of bubble wrap or something over if you were mailing that, so that your card wouldn't be destroyed by the time it reaches your recipient. But isn't that pretty? Okay, so if you would please go ahead, give me a like or a love, and also a thumbs up on YouTube if you're watching there, and be sure to leave a comment so I know who you are. All right, again, watch for the sale information coming out on the designer paper, so that will be coming to you very soon. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me, and see you next time. Bye-bye.